Coming to you live from international waters. This is Butt Pirate Radio. I'm your host, Halle Berry, and this is
Steve Harvey Oswald.
How's it going, sharpshooter?
Terrific. Never been better.
So, something I thought of during the break of episodes was we were mentioning the thing about Michael Jackson. His kids are 100% white. Can his kids then, in clean conscience, say the N-word?
No, they cannot.
You know what I mean? But if they are his kids, they can blast ends.
They could probably do a lot of things.
Yeah, that's true.
They got
that is true.
That Michael Jackson. They got that kitty toucher money.
But it's like everybody, they're looked at. Everybody looks at them like, ouch. Oh yeah, they're Jacksons, but they're not. They clearly aren't.
Yeah, I wonder if there's any relation to Andrew Jackson
or Miss Jackson. From Outcast.
I am for real.
What if Andre... Oh, no, because their kids are all white. But what if he knows who actually knocked up Michael Jackson's wife?
And you know what you just made me realize is when he's apologizing to Miss Jackson, is that the mother of the girl he's talking about in Roses when he's saying, you know, need a golden calculator to divide, divide. Yeah. He's talking to her, and then obviously shit went south. And now he's telling her mom, you know.
And Michael Jackson's so rich, he's the one with the golden calculator.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. So recently, big-titted Congresswoman A.O.C. was arrested outside the Supreme Court at an abortion rally after she suffered a self-diagnosed manic episode where she disgustingly removed her top, exposing her minority-owned breasts, while proceeding to yell comments such as, "I'll fucking suck all you off right now. I don't give a shit. Oh, you don't think I will? Try me, shrimp dick. Pull your dick out right now. Put your cock down my dumb Puerto Rican throat, Poppy. Don't finish my mouth. Make sure you finish my vagina so I can then hopefully one of you faggots can get me pregnant so I can get an abortion."
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. She is a big-titted animal.
Yeah, she is. She's Puerto Rican. You know she's got a high sex drive. Mm-hmm. She's just a manic episode. I think just a slutty episode.
In all reality, she should have been a lunch lady with those book bag titties.
Yeah.
Those fucking...
Yeah, they're the best tits in politics.
For sure.
Maybe ever. Maybe the greatest politics
yeah,
ever.
I've never seen tits in politics. I mean,
not of that caliber.
I'm not... You're probably a little more familiar with the... maybe like senators and stuff like that. But,
yeah, maybe.
Were there any tits ever?
I mean, Nancy Pelosi, she's got some doolies on her, dude. So Bill Gates' dad's started Planned Parenthood. I'm gonna start my own thing called Pan Parenthood, and it's for just people that are attracted to everything can come in and take care of their mistakes without having to worry about it. Like a back alley abortion clinic, but only for people that fuck everything. You got pregnant by a boudoir. Come on in. We'll fucking abort. What is
a boudoir?
I think it's kind of like a china cabinet, maybe. I think maybe like a wardrobe.
Oh, I got you.
But I could be wrong.
No. Yeah. I think you.
Did you see Facebook's new glasses? It's wild because the advertisement for it is so well done that it doesn't make you realize like these things are creepy as shit. Like, I was like, oh, these are kind of cool. So they kind of look like thick rim glasses, but you can, like, stream on them. You can record on them. So you can just be recording shit all the time.
That's weird.
And so it's like, oh, yeah, no. But think about it for a second. It's like, oh, yeah, Facebook's glasses. Now nerds can also be narcs.
Yeah. You know? Double down.
Literally, oh, yeah, let's just give body cams to everybody at all times.
Girls are just always wondering why you're... fucking them with those weird Facebook glasses on.
Or you got your glasses just sitting on top of your dresser, looking overlooking your bed.
Yeah, oh, there you go. Oh, wow, that's the...
You just got them tied from the ceiling hanging over your bed. They just don't get ruined that way.
You'd have to get like a mannequin head or something, like a stuffed animal that wears them casually.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, that's just Mr. Snuffles.
That's a custom mannequin.
Yeah.
And that's spelled custom CUMSTO.
Gumstum. You're dumb as hell.
So I wouldn't say I'm on the highway to hell. I'd say I'm more like on the main road to purgatory.
I agree. Hell yeah, brother.
That's not a bad, and I'm blowing all the yellows.
Yeah. I felt it. I think hell's exclusive for women.
They're maybe the only ones that thrive there.
Yeah, they're like they're the only reason to go there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They help keep the place running.
And they all have colostomy bags.
Yeah. Just everybody in hell.
Yeah, or maybe that's more like heaven. Fuck.
Oof. Yeah, because you're getting unlimited booty play.
Right, exactly. Demi Lovato said they recently received 3 stitches in their forehead after suffering a freak crystal accident. Apparently, they shoved a crystal too far up their ass, which led to them hitting their forehead on the corner of a glass table. It's too bad it didn't puncture their skull and end up killing they. Okay, I'm not doing this shit. She fucking hit her head and her pussy and tits on the fucking coffee table and got 3 stitches.
Sounds like she got off easy. 3?
Yeah.
That's not a lot.
Yeah, the only thing that I could make sense out of the whole article was that she sucks enough ass to be 10 people.
This is always news to me.
Because freak crystal accident, that's shoving a crystal up your ass, that's a freak crystal accident.
Was it like a heavy crystal or was it drug?
She dropped the crystal and she bent over to pick it up and hit her head.
So it
couldn't be less of a news story.
Definitely couldn't have been less of a news story.
I think that whole article is made up, is fabricated, and she's just like, I want people to call me they and their in the press, so this makes me look good to the woke community.
Yeah.
So the other thing that I forgot was apparently a record number of people saw Hunter Biden's dick 2 weeks ago, breaking his own previous record of 95 million people globally, set last year between September 17th and September 24th. So congratulations to him.
Can we bring that up? I'd like to see it.
We could. We can. There's plenty of his dick to go around on the internet for everyone to look at. So, Bin Laden weed.
Bin Laden?
Yeah, you got that hydro. I think you got that light green.
That Afghanistan Kush.
You got that Bobby Brown.
Or is that what it is?
You got Bin Laden weed. So I heard that song this week, and Juicy J says something about smoking at 7 a.m. while people just point and stare and say they wild over there. And then upon further reflection, I thought, damn, wow, that actually is wild as hell. Just wake up at 7 a.m. just to smoke indica outside with an audience. Like, what are you doing? After you smoke a heady indica at 7 a.m., what's your next move? What are you doing?
I'll tell you what their next move is you heard, right? They did the deal with Rogaine, and they did the commercial where it's like, hairlines high, you noticed, balding.
Yeah. Hairlines high, no lie, you noticed, balding. Did you see, I guess kind of be the opposite of balding, is recently in Berlin, Brad Pitt wore a skirt to a screening of a new action movie he's starring in.
Oh, yeah.
But just a couple 100 miles south in Milan, a much bigger story took place where Harry Styles was spotted not sporting a dress for the first time since 2015.
Yeah, he was filling in. Brad was filling in for him that day.
Yeah, it was generous of him. He covered his shift.
Yeah, I mean, Brad can do whatever he wants.
It's crazy that I would rather look like a 6-year-old than my current age. If I could look like you know what I mean?
Pitt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would probably still have to take the age I'm at and just be, looking however I do.
Yeah, I guess.
But, no, I hear you.
If I could keep my age, but still look like Brad Pitt.
I would like to take Brad Pitt's body for a spin. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Do a little Brad Pitt stop.
Yeah, nice.
Thanks.
Nice.
Thank you. Yeah.
You check his oil, you know what I mean? See what his butthole do. See if he's got hemorrhoids.
Yeah, see if he's got a colostomy bag.
Yeah, because if he has like devastating hemorrhoids, I don't want that body, dude.
No, dude. Imagine.
I don't care if I don't want that body. Look at that body. I don't care.
You're in Brad Pitt's body. You're doing a Brad Pitt stop. You're 5 seconds in. You realize tremendous, devastating hemorrhoids.
You just got dick just covered in herpes, dude.
Oh my. Yeah, it looks like you have sunburn on your dick.
His dick is just one big open sore. So gross.
That is terrible. Fuck, I don't want to think about that.
To maybe get your mind off that, I came up with a new show idea. It's not a reality show, but it tracks as one. It's called The Tiniest House. The premise is some Italian guy sells his house just to live in a Lamborghini, full time. And then, so like how fun it would be, like you get to see the facial expression on chicks who's like, oh yeah, that's my Lamborghini. And he's like, oh, that's also my house too. And they're like, wait, what the fuck? Like, just to see them like, oh, I want to fuck this guy. I don't want to fuck this guy.
That is funny.
Like 3 seconds.
It's kind of like the last car you would also want to have as a house.
Exactly. That's why it's the tiniest house or the lowest house. Or
Yeah, it's just like really nice, but just no room.
yeah. Because even if it was like, even if it was a G-Wagon, maybe you can...
Or it's like a Lambo with like a U-Haul
attached to
the back with like a bed in it
Just a futon.
that he fucks on, or at least tries to.
Yeah. Or he's like, oh,
It's like really nice in there too.
he owns a storage unit.
You know?
And he lives there.
Oh my god. Okay, so would you do that? Would you get a Lambo tomorrow, but you have to move into a storage unit?
That's not a bad idea.
It's not. It's funny because it's like, what am I even really asking you? I feel like that's a win.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
And you go out of town, you just put the Lamborghini in the storage unit.
it's like you don't even exist, dude.
Yeah. You get one of those beds that folds up into the wall.
Oh, everything folds up into the wall in there. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be really taking advantage of every last inch.
I wonder
The
what
toilet folds up into the wall.
in origami, like origamis or whatever.
Yeah.
I wonder what percentage of Americans live in storage units. Because let's pause, dude.
Fuck,
So we
we're
said
back.
there's no info.
There isn't.
Reminds me of the thing about no statistics about animals being sex trafficked.
Exactly. If there's no statistics.
So it means it's definitely going on. There's no information about it because they don't want to encourage people into doing it because it's probably a huge problem.
Yeah, like train hopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something like that in that neighborhood.
And I think train hopping, oftentimes the penalty or the punishment for that is rape. I think they just end up raping the homeless people because they know that them going to jail is a reward.
Man, imagine if there was really a wing of the government that was just responsible for making sure people got raped so they learned their lesson.
And I think that's the main point of a train conductor because the whole thing operates itself.
You know,
so he goes there and inserts digits into homeless people's asses when they fucking. How many asses do you think you could fit your fingers in at once?
yeah, like feasibly, you probably couldn't go just as far as like how at like the size.
You
of
couldn't do 10.
Yeah, you couldn't do 10. You could probably maybe do 3 and 3, maybe.
Maybe like a bowling ball.
You'd realistically, you're probably going thumbs and pinkies and getting
And then maybe
2 and
middles.
2. You maybe a middle. God, they don't
If you
have
had
to
3
really.
anorexic fucking.
A lot of people think like what I don't know why a lot of people want success, but me personally,
That's one of the
yeah, like 3 buttholes like just fighting to get closer to me.
Yeah,
At the same time,
and you got the same thing going on to your right that you have going on to your left.
Yeah. Just buttholes being pushed right in my zone.
As far as the eye can see.
Yeah.
Amber waves of buttholes.
God, it's beautiful.
That's the American dream, dude.
Just a forecast of just nothing but just nothing but wet.
Disease-free sphincters.
Whoa. Dude, don't get me started.
I literally, I about just shedded a tear.
That's beautiful. God bless America, man.
But shedding a tear, that makes me think of like, I feel like a real F slur. And I think that sounds so much worse than faggot. Call me a fag, whatever.
Yeah.
But now, admittedly, calling me a slur, I don't care for that one bit, pal. Oh, I'm a slur, am I? Now let's tussle.
What's next? Let's have a duel.
You're just cutting out the middleman. Nothing, you fucking slur, dude. Be a guy that shaves his head but is not bald. It's the one of the dumbest looks, dude.
Damn, who does that?
And he's clearly autistic, I guess. Lex Friedman seems like Asperger's had sex with autism, and he's the ass baby of that. A place mark.
Yeah. Yeah, Jinx, show me a blowjob.
I said place mark. You said bookmark.
Whatever.
Kind of the same. You owe me a half of a fucking
Yeah.
blowjob.
Just the tip. Or the balls, I guess.
You have to ask Dr. Ruth. I learned this the other day, that Dr. Ruth is actually the daughter of Babe Ruth.
Who the fuck is Dr. Ruth?
That sexpert, that 90-year-old doctor, specializes in sexology.
Like for old people?
Just in general, she's a sex expert. Like she's got a thing on Hulu.
Oh, you just reminded me. I gotta watch The Ladies Man this weekend.
You call in, like you're 90 years old, like, oh yeah, I have a hard time getting my husband to nut, and she'd be like, well, play with his balls when you suck him off. That's the
suck his asshole.
Yeah, she probably. I mean, guess Babe Ruth, who obviously was a pig himself.
So that's true.
Would be very proud of his daughter. I'm guessing.
Yeah, Babe Ruth looked like he like a finger in his ass.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Oh yeah, a sausage finger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His own finger.
And somebody else's. So like, and I made that up, but it could totally be. That could totally be true. I just didn't bother looking it up.
Do you think if a dude is doing another dude in his dude hole and he farts, it like goes
into the guy's dick?
Isn't that It's terrible to think of, but
the guy's dick just blows up.
Oh yeah, it gets a little bit bigger. Wonder what happens.
I think the answer to that question we all know is yes.
Yeah, we all know it.
That's basically like a cock pump.
Yep.
A penis pump.
Yeah,
sorry.
like all natural.
Yeah, that's kind of beautiful.
Yeah, don't use cock pumps at home,
yes.
Or actually only use them at home. Don't.
But I guess if you get one that's not see-through, it's fair game.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you could always just wear it under your clothes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It just looks like you're wearing, like the Red Hot Chili Peppers would wear socks on their dick and nobody had a problem. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's a hard sock.
Yeah, it looks like it's an accessory.
That's a good baseball name, the Hard Sox.
Hell yeah. Like, I get it.
Yeah, that's better than the White Sox. That's too racial.
Yeah.
How are you going to put a team called the White Sox in South Side Chicago?
The Hard Sox is A, they're hard.
Yeah.
B, you figured
they
out.
used to be wet. That's all. You know what I mean? They turned from Wet Sox to...
They went from the White Sox to the Wet Sox to the Hard Sox.
And then they're going into the wash.
This episode was brought to you by Hard Rock Cafe.
Oh man, speaking of going in the wash, see the Kardashians, if they played like family basketball games where even all the fat Kardashians and the Jenners were involved, do you think that they would sell more tickets to events than WNBA games?
1,000%.
I think absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they didn't keep score.
I've been saying this for a while that across all sports, we need to... Yeah, who wants to see the people that are the best at it? I want to see amateur.
Yeah.
Give me people that are known, Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
People love that
Sports
shit.
with the Stars, yeah.
Yeah. Give me fucking, yeah.
Slightly sluttier outfits with Sports with the Stars. Because if you're going to play, like, regardless of the sports, if you're based around vanity, nobody should ever be wearing sleeves, at least. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like an all-star game, but everyone's dressed real slutty.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah.
Women specifically. Like if you had a bunch of bad bitches out there that everybody knew playing basketball.
Ooh. Oh, that'd be dope.
I would watch that.
I would pay per view.
Yeah, people would. So why not do that? Cut contracts for celebrities to play basketball, and then see what kind of like attendance you could bring in. Nobody gives a fuck about women's sports.
No,
but people do care about women's celebrities. Make them athletes.
Yeah.
That's how you got to deal with making up for lost revenue from the pandemic.
That'd be hot, dude. You ever watch fucking that women's football shit? The
lingerie.
Yeah,
they focus too much on the aspect of the football and not enough in the lingerie.
Yeah, there's some tweaking to the idea. It needs tweaking.
If you're gonna go that far, it should be just pasties and fishnets.
Yeah, the chicks are like oddly aggressive. Like
wearing helmets.
I like that energy, but tone it down. Yeah. No helmets.
Nobody. I don't care. The sexiest chick in the world. You put a helmet on her. That does nothing for me.
No. Yeah. Somewhere between like flag, but they're still getting physical, but it's not. We're keeping it safe somehow.
Yeah.
How do we?
They have to play.
They're gonna be
80%.
knocking heads though. We're gonna have unconscious hotties.
But no, they have to play at 80%. You could have flag because you think about it, if they're not given 100%, you're just the jiggle aspect is even more in play.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
It's true.
Because that's a prime fucking like. There's no
It's an
no
untapped
greater
market.
jiggle effect than playing sports.
Yeah. Well, that's why volleyball's always a good
Yeah, and track and field.
track and field. Yeah, I think you really nailed it with basketball though. A lot of jumping, a lot of strides,
The person even dribbling is going to create a lot of recoil.
a lot of jiggle.
Yeah.
Jiggle.
And then so it should be like, this is hack, but like clothing optional, but it should be like outfit. You can design your own outfit. You can get
No, I'm thinking straight pasties.
But when it comes to celebrity ones, they're probably going to get brand deals and endorsements. Be like, oh, this one's fucking Dolce & Gabbana. They dress this bitch like this.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You're going to get tons of that shit.
Okay.
Because you don't want to suppress that. Like the UFC does that. They don't let
I
sponsors.
don't know if you need to use the B word, but I got you.
I don't even know. What did I even say? What's the...
Bitch.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know I said it. Thanks for that.
Sorry.
That's how bad it is.
Well, it's not Sunday actually. That's one of the best. Ask about me.
Yeah. That's
Who?
and that's also terrible. Don't ask about me. Keep my fucking personal shit.
Yeah. Don't ask shit.
Don't be putting my shit out there, dude. That's fucking fucked up.
Actually, ask about me and tell me whoever tell you some shit so I can go fucking shut them up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
One topic before I forget that we discussed a couple weeks ago, we never brought it up, that I think that it is more of a theory, but I don't think it's incorrect, is that women cannot drug men. Men can only drug women.
I mean, I'm not drugged, but I've had my drink spiked with more drink, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So they can do it.
But like, so if
that was
a guy gets slipped something and like he gets all fucked up, that's on him for not being able to handle his shit.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just if you can't go pass out with your fucking hand over your dick, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you're
man to
fucking
man.
good.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. Pass out sitting on your ass.
Yeah,
so
with your hands over
to it. Yeah.
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 If, there's no reason for
Pass
you to
out
get
with your
raped.
belt on real tight.
Yeah, exactly. put your belt on long waist.
You get your dick belted to your body.
Fuck, that's kind of a visual bit, but that should track.
Yeah, you need two belts in that case so you can really...
You keep that one in place.
Oh my gosh.
And then a bike lock.
Oh my god. He's got a little bike lock around his dick.
Dude, that's fucking great. I feel like you could... How could you incorporate a bike lock into your ass? So you could sell it to prisoners.
I don't know. I think you gotta, with your ass, you gotta cork it.
Yeah. Don't they have those anti-rape things? Why don't they give those to prisoners to put in their ass?
They don't give prisoner. You're on your own in there, man. You fucked up.
But no, you know what I'm saying? Like, they have those things that I feel like were medieval, that these chicks that could put in their vaginas, that a guy would put his dick in, and then if he were to pull his dick out, it would just rip his dick to shreds. It's like all razor blades on the opposite side.
I hope that's not true.
I think it might be. It's like the opposite of a chastity belt.
You know,
it's like a Chad belt, like A.O.C.
Yeah,
with her fucking sucking all those guys off trying to get pregnant just so she can make us.
Go the route she did and then talk to me.
Yeah, some of that has to do with me. I'm pissed I wasn't there to witness it.
Would you have let her suck you off?
I would have grabbed her boobs though, probably.
You wouldn't have let her suck you off.
Not after she sucked off a bunch of dudes. That's gross.
Yeah, but okay, that's all hearsay. I mean, you weren't. You didn't see it.
But if she was giving out tit grabs, dude,
you're grabbing tit.
Yeah,
I want to see them.
Tits,
do we
dude?
not? No one's got a picture of them yet.
They're suppressing it. It's hard to.
They gotta be dope.
Leak.
They gotta be dope, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Like nipples proportionate and all.
Yeah, and she's probably got enough dark money where she's probably got them shaped too.
No, we're talking all natural.
Well,
she's a woman of color.
You can still do. You can do that. You could have like maybe you got some big ass tits, but they don't quite lay right.
What do they do?
They put them sculpted.
How do they do that?
Like Michelangelo, dude. That's.
What do? They put them in a machine or what's?
I don't know. That's a good question, but it's just tit specific surgery. It's just not plastic. It's
tit specific.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, dude, what a crazy fucking shit about like they talk about like catching you off guard. I think like. Then there's some like beef, like Wagyu. They just massage the fuck out of that fucking meat for a long time, and all of a sudden, they just blow its fucking brains. I was like, "What the fuck, dude?" I thought I was royalty. I think it's just fed like super high end. Like it doesn't eat anything that's processed, and that shit just getting massaged constantly,
and then it's
just brutally murdered.
That sounds pretty cool, though.
Because I think wagyu comes from the sound that people make when they see that animal get, brutally killed.
They go,
wagyu, because it's Japanese.
wagyu. Wow.
Yeah.
This animal was killed in front of a live audience.
in front of a live Japanese audience.
Yeah.
We could add a insert.
It was shot here in the States, but it was in front of all Japanese people.
About 10 seconds ago, insert crowd applause audio clip. I gotta start doing that more. Want to get a laugh track in?
Yeah.
Interracial incest.
Oh boy. There's something I was gonna say.
Valtrex.
I'm smoking on cookie.
There you go.
Thank you.
Back alley abortion.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like gutter ball, back alley abortion reminds me of a bowling alley. You call an abortion a gutter ball.
Too accurate. That's almost. I read the statistic earlier. Did you know one out of 3 terrorists are dyslexic?
Really that makes sense.
And that statistic in itself is actually dyslexic. I think.
Yeah.
It might be more.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe
it could be 3 out of 3. It could be 5 out of 3 at this point.
Because I wouldn't be. What percentage of terrorists are fucking illiterate?
My point exactly.
Yeah. Because I won't even mention the amount of times that they've told a retarded fucking Muslim guy, hey, there's a bomb in that truck. Go sit in that truck over there. And he sits in that truck and they arrest him. I won't even bring that up.
Does that happen?
It's happened like 4 or 5 times, yeah.
Oh, they tell him to get in it and then they arrest him?
They rig a van or some type of like explosives and they tell somebody, literally a retarded Muslim person, to go sit in that van, sit near that bomb, and they arrest him for being a terrorist.
I know.
That's how you keep that's how you keep propelling the war on terror. Mm-hmm. Not enough people look into that. There's some retarded guy, and the whole case gets dropped. There's some fucking guy with a bunch of nitro.
I like how it's a guy literally just like you explaining that to like the board of like, you got the commander in chief. You got everyone there. You got generals and and you're like, listen. You're like, you know what I mean? You're like, this is how we're gonna subdue the American people.
I want you to note that when he said "listen," he scooted back in his chair at the same time. That's
listen.
That's a very like I know exactly what I'm talking about when I'm talking about.
It's all in the body, because no matter what you're saying, the body language is so strong that the dumbest and smartest person in the room has no choice but to agree with you.
Right. So what you kind of said kind of reminds me of a thing that a bit. So like World War I, they don't know. War. They don't. They can't.
It's my favorite war. Just got to put that on record.
Yeah, it's
a good one.
That's a tough.
It's a tough war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess historians can't pinpoint why World War I started.
Oh yeah, it's like real. The ultimate conspiracy.
So
if you consider the damage, everybody that was alive at that time should be arrested just because of that. It was essentially put into motion, and by the time it was already rolling, it was too late to ask questions.
Right. Anytime that even myself now included, when nobody confidently brings up that information because it doesn't seem like it's correct.
Well, it's also...
But it's true.
It's also one of those things where, World War II overshadowed it at this point.
Yeah.
Think about, in comparison, how many movies and books and just things in pop culture there is on World War II compared to World War I.
Yeah.
A fucking lot.
So,
a fucking lot.
This also brings me to my point. So
skewed... like a motherfucker.
Yes. So if you ask, this is my prediction of this is how I think World War I started. Mm-hmm. And I think it's funny, but it's probably actually this is what happened. Some dude from the military industrial complex walked up to 2 dudes with guns on a border near somewhere, and there was 2 other guys on a border near somewhere with 2 guns. And he goes, "Hey, that guy on the right over there, it says you guys are faggots." And then he was like, "You should shoot them." But in about, I'm gonna get out of here real quick, but you should shoot those guys. And then it just started. He killed my guy. I killed his, and then it just escalated.
Yeah, dominoes.
How else does any war start?
Yeah,
people profited off most of the time. Even from the 19th...
Dude, they were riding horses in that war, right, to put into perspective.
I don't think that but outside of like anything that happened in 1900s and after,
so crazy.
I think only time war happened was because if it was business. Like the military-industrial complex started around the 1900s, and they realized war is extremely profitable. So let's do wars.
Were they calling it that back then? I wonder what they were calling it.
No, but I'm just saying I think that it probably it dates back.
It's funny that it's the mid.
Yeah. That shit was mid as hell, dude.
Yeah, the mid. I was going to fart into the mic. Not like up close.
It doesn't matter. I barely use that mic anymore.
Just Windex it.
Get some spick and span. Get a Mexican over here and clean that shit up. Vato. Papi, dude.
Papi.
Oh yeah, I would have. A.O.C. called me Papi and let me squeeze her tits. I would vote. I would maybe vote Democrat next election.
Dude, she's such a distraction.
Yeah, she's got terrible opinions, dude. If she was flat chested, she wouldn't even be a. Wouldn't even be a waitress.
Anytime I hear her speak, I think she's a smokescreen of an individual.
If you want to get into politics, grow some tits or get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I mean, if you really want your opinions heard at all,
yeah, that's true.
Show some more cleavage. Show some more cleavage. You'll get the attention.
Yeah, but you won't like the type of attention that you receive, but you'll get the attention.
Yeah, and at the end of your stories, if everyone seems a little bored,
Yeah, it's because they're getting tired of looking at your attention.
Oh, all right. We already got that. Yo, that's stupid. No.
That's going to do it for this week. Join us next week when we discussed leaked Bernie Sanders pictures that recently came out. And you won't want to miss this.
Just of him?
No, it's dick pics.